Hey everyone, I'm Frenzy the Killbot,
And I'm Swordfish.
And I'm Cletus.
and welcome to Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the sort of reboot slash reimagining of the 2008 Mirror's Edge. It's pretty much like EA and DICE said, you know, that game we made was pretty good, but I think we can do better. And pretty much they took a mulligan, and this is that mulligan.
On the ground, now!
Faith, I'm scared. I'll run for you, Dogen. But Noah can't know.
You owe me a lot of script, Faith. I expect you to deliver on your promise.
Every new day holds a promise. You waste it or spend it advancing yourself, furthering your prospects and your career. As a future employee of a corporation of your choice, your possibilities are infinite. The key to success lies in unlocking your inner potential through hard work and relentless dedication. As an employee, you are expected to perform at the top of your abilities
Last day, huh?
and constantly strive to
I thought we'd
excel.
keep you here forever, Leech.
Work is rewarded.
Maybe you'd like another 3 months.
Laziness punished.
It would be so easy.
Personal freedom comes at a
Come
price.
on, let's go. We got a full day ahead.
Our great society expects every employee to contribute to the corporation of their choice.
Has served a 12-month sentence, to which 9 months were added for several incidents of insubordination. Deemed ready for
conditional release.
Now, if it was up to me,
Policy exists to keep you safe. Be wary of policy breakers in our midst.
upon release, you must.
Seek immediate employment and will be monitored through your grid link.
If you do not find employment within 14 days, you'll be relocated to a Greyland facility. Do you understand these conditions?
Just get me out of here.
Work hard and you will be rewarded.
Dressing room's to the left, Leech.
And you will rise to high caste level and enjoy riches well deserved.
Dogen sends his best. Enjoy your freedom.
Reformed employee. I'm Gabriel Kruger, and on behalf of Kruger Sec and the conglomerate board, I wish to welcome you back to our fair city of glass. All the major corporations operate here, and so there should be ample opportunity for you to find employment and lead a happy and productive life. You have been given a rare second chance. Make sure not to squander it.
Alright, so you probably have some questions.
One or two.
So this game, much like the old Mirror's Edge game, had a companion comic book, or graphic novel, I guess, that sort of explains some of the backstory, and specifically how Faith ended up in prison. I'll be talking about some of that stuff at some point, but there's just going to be a lot to talk about early on, so you're just going to have to sort of take it at face value for now.
Will do. Second question. Where's the strip of color in her hair?
She never had color in her hair.
Yeah, but still. I thought she had red.
No, she has red in her clothes, and those will come later. I don't think she ever
Also,
had
it's
like.
just kind of a stereotype thing for Asian characters.
Yeah, true.
So I was just thinking. Oh, never mind. Cutscene.
Yeah.
I'm Icarus. Noah sent me.
You could be anyone.
Well, you'll just have to trust me. Here, take this. I want to get off the streets.
A beat link? But
Put it on. We need to get you connected and calibrated. I know Noah's eager to talk to you.
Okay.
Oh.
what the hell?
I like this.
Come on, we need to get moving.
Put this on your eyeball.
Yeah. So they throw this thing on you, which is like this whole crazy heads-up display. It doesn't stick around very long, but I really like the map in the bottom right. That's cool. And also check out on the bottom left, employee ID 0451. We talked about the whole 451 thing in Firewatch.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Almost forgot. We have to cut your grid link. It's causing the interference.
Is this what the employees see all the time?
Yeah, I guess you're not reformed enough to enjoy it.
I'm not reformed at all.
There you go. You're off the grid. Now they know you're gone. Time to get off the ground.
Alright, so the whole first section of this is going to be sort of a training mission.
Classic.
It's very, very similar to the old Mirror's Edge. So there's sort of up actions and down actions. One of the big differences is you can springboard off anything. It doesn't have to be those like specially laid out items. And that allows for a lot more flexibility. Actually, it's a pretty good change.
So, at the start, I was just thinking of in Futurama when he's assigned a job.
Yes.
And he's a pizza delivery guy, and then he gets delivery guy in the future, though.
Yeah.
So she's a courier, as a runner. It'd be funny if she got assigned a delivery person.
Well, she's not playing their game.
No.
So, like, 1 minute out of prison and she's a fugitive.
Classic.
The employee thing is kind of interesting. It is a law in this, I guess, country really, but in the city, you have to have a job. Not having a job is illegal. And if you do not have a job, they will send you to basically be a farming slave.
Yeah, it's like a work camp, eh?
Yeah.
Gray facility.
Yeah. So I think they're mostly farms, but yeah. There you go, Greyland Food Dome.
Cutting your grid link makes you a fugitive, but we planned for this. Follow the runner and go through the warehouse. Icarus will meet up with you on the other side. By then, you should be in the clear.
Isn't Icarus the name of the last project?
Yes. Sorry, one sec. I just wanted to point out this tree. You do not see many trees, but I like this in sort of a life finds a way kind of thing.
This tree, it's beautiful.
But yes, Icarus was the name of the bad project from the first game. I guess they liked the name because they reused it for this character. I was going to mention it later, but calling one of the first characters you meet Icarus is really, really weird considering the bad connotation it has in the Mirror's Edge universe.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe they do it ironically.
Maybe. Like, they did reuse a lot of stuff. There is a lot of similarities between sort of the old Mirror's Edge universe and this Mirror's Edge universe, but they are also very different. And that's a weird thing to say. You sort of have to wait and see.
Yep.
The visual style you can see is quite a bit different. instead of the very sort of...
It's not cell shaded, yeah.
Well, yeah, instead of the bright white and then bright colors for contrast, it's a much more realistic style.
But they still keep like the kind of color scheme, like the hue of each level.
That's sort of gone too, a little bit. It kind of exists. You'll sort of have to see, but the more realistic style makes it hard to do it in the same way that the old one did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of seeing it right now with like the way they're doing the lighting, like.
Right. Well, this is all blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like red sections.
Nice.
I asked nicely, but he wouldn't step aside.
And now they know you came this way.
Like I had a choice.
Sure. We need to clear out. Better take a different route to the Everdyne Tower. We'll split up again and keep them confused. Can you make it across to those pipes?
Of course.
Good. Your B-Link should be calibrated by now and your runner's vision working. Just follow the red and I'll meet you at the tower. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm glad you actually were talking about the color, because the red thing comes up again in runner's vision again. Similar to the last game, I think I only showed it off in the very first video though. The items, I guess, in the direction you want to go will light up red. So this is still sort of the runner's color of choice. Runner's
Makes
vision...
it easier.
Yeah, oh, big time. Runner's vision is a little bit different in this game, by default anyway. It actually, by default, will show you a trail that sort of guides you to where exactly you need to go. I have it turned on classic right now, so it's only objects that show up red, except for the little arrows sometimes.
Okay. Can you have this on the whole game?
Yep. You can also...
Like it'd make it a little too easy.
I mean, this is a training area, so I think it's a little heavier here than it is usually. But mostly it just shows you a suggested route. Let's go with.
Yeah.
You can also turn it off completely, but I find it very difficult in this game. The much more complex visual style, I find, makes it kind of difficult to tell what things you can sort of use and what you can't sometimes.
And you're on PC for this one versus
Yes.
the Xbox for your last LP of the original, right?
No, actually, the original I did on PC as well.
Oh, okay.
But I used a controller.
Gotcha.
A specific part of the control scheme made it so I found it very difficult. Or not, you know what, let's put it this way. I wanted to use the PC control scheme in this game because I wanted to be able to use the walk button for sort of camera work purposes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the
I
Xbox
like it.
controller does not have a walk button. Now that comes back to bite me a little bit because something we'll see shortly, the PC control scheme is difficult. And I'll talk about that in just a sec.
Oh, at least you got here before dawn.
Who are you, anyway? When did you join the Cabal?
About a year ago.
Well, I grew up with them. So how about you cut me some damn
You
slack?
also got caught and caused a whole lot of trouble for Noah.
You don't know what happened.
I know enough. And I know that I'm faster and safer than you.
Faith, are you at Orion yet?
I'm here. It's a bit crowded with new guy and his ego.
Knock it off, both of you. Look, we are out of options. The only way out is through the Everdyne Tower. But with Kasich there, you're gonna have to fight them. Icarus, upload the combat mod to Faith's B-Link.
All right, done.
Good. Faith, use the mod to freshen up your fighting skills before you go on. I was hoping we wouldn't come to this, but looks like we don't have any choice.
Don't worry, Noah. I can do it.
I know you can.
The mod sets up a few enemy echoes to scatter. There's a bit of haptic feedback too. I'll wait here while you prep.
Okay, so combat is a lot different than the first game. There's no disarms, and you cannot use weapons in any way. It's entirely... Yeah. Instead, they have light attacks and heavy attacks. So light attacks are what we were using before, and that's just sort of a normal attack. Heavy attacks will stagger enemies and send them flying in one direction, and you can use this in a whole bunch of different ways. stuff like that. I don't think heavy attacks actually do that much more damage than light attacks. It's just the sort of the utility that makes them better. But they are...
So
sorry.
you don't use guns at all?
No, at all.
It did seem a little out of place, like the sniping part in the last one.
Yeah, for sure. The one thing I wanted to say is that the control scheme for combat in this game drives me crazy. Because heavy attacks are the left mouse button, light attacks are the middle mouse button, and the right mouse button is used for something else we'll see at the start of the next video. So having to use sort of multiple fingers on the mouse to try and do things quickly in succession is a little hard to get used to.
Ridiculous.
So
you can change it though, right?
You can change it, but I don't know what I'd change it to. The controller works way better for combat, I find, but maybe that's just because I'm used to controllers. There's just, for me, too many buttons to press while moving to do combat. I find it difficult.
Anytime a game wants me to press the middle mouse button, I always change it to scroll down.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are smart.
It works a little bit better. It's still not ideal, but...
I have middle click for my Overwatch melee.
Actually, I do that too.
I changed it to my side mouse button.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I have two buttons on the side of my mouse.
Oh.
Fancy.
Careful on that mirror's edge. Yeah?
Yeah, no, I like
it. Like that?
Alright. I didn't mention it when they were doing it in the training. Traversal attacks, so that's attacking after sort of doing a springboard or a slide or something. They tend to do more damage, so you can see I'm like one-hitting some of these guys.
Yeah, they're flying.
Yeah, so that is really good, and that should be done really whenever possible.
Yeah, right in the face.
Yeah. I mean, these are also the weakest enemies in the game, and we won't even see them very much past the first couple levels of the game.
They've got batons. They're not even trusted with, like, pistols.
No.
Handcuffs.
No, there's actually only one, I think anyway, I haven't played to the end again, but there's like one ranged unit and that's it. Everyone else in the game uses batons or other similar things.
Huh. It's a very non-violent world, apparently.
Yeah. Some of the enemies actually do have guns, like they have a leg holster, but they don't ever use them.
That's a negative, Control. No visual. She couldn't have survived that.
Please, don't move.
No vitals? Then she's dead. Let the cleanup crew dig up the body. I got better things to do. Yeah, she took out all of them. Send an EMT too while you're at it. I'm done here.
I love how cocky that guy was.
Yeah, that's one of the highest tier enemies who we will not see again for quite a while. But yeah, he beat...
I'm going to have a fucking beer. Like, job well done.
I just killed that teenager.
Yeah. Wait, is she still a teen? I mean,
yeah.
She's in jail for a year.
Well, so actually they mentioned that was juvie a couple times, but it's a little off, let's say. They're not entirely consistent whether or not she was in jail or juvie, but it's supposed to be juvie, so she's supposed to be like 17 or 18 at this point.
So I should be careful about calling her hot from now on.
Yeah. Let's find out her exact age. Let's do that for the next video.
Let's just not worry about it. I don't even remember what the original point was, but yes.
We'll see those guys again.
Yes.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah, I actually really, really like the city design.
Yeah, that big wind turbine thing is cool as hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind turbines in this city, like in random places. But just the... I don't know, it's a much more detailed city. They still kind of kept the white, but it looks a lot more alive.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And drones, because the future needs...
You need drones. It's the future.
That's... yeah, exactly.
Is this the same city, or is like within the canon, or is it?
That's you can't really say within the canon because it's a reboot. But yes, this is still the City of Glass.
Okay.
So yes is the short answer to your question. Anyway, that is going to be it for the first video.
Rad.
Yeah.
I like it. And I'm gonna Google how old she is right now.
All right, great. Fantastic.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, we still got quite a bit of sort of training stuff to do. The first chunk of the game is still going to be sort of teaching you how everything works. And we'll meet some new characters, including that Noah guy we were talking on the phone with.
Delightful.
Yep. Anyway, see you guys next time.
Bye.